Good morning, hello, welcome back to my channel. My name is Helen if you don't know me. Today's video is going to be a 3 or 4 day vlog, same as the last one, just tracking my food, my workouts, hopefully my positive emotions. And it's Monday and I'm cutting it fine, which is never the best start for a Monday, but I've made sure that my Mondays aren't too busy work wise, so that I can get a good workout in, because I think that's going to start my week off the best. So I will see you after my first client. First meal is sweet potato, chicken thigh and broccoli. This is my next meal. I've got mushrooms, spinach and sweet corn under here, and then 2 fried eggs.
About to leave, already packing. Come with me, I'm not really asking. We'll get away to a place where we don't know. About to see the world in action, what we can be, life with no distractions. We'll get away, this is what we waited for. Take my hand, we'll make it somehow. We can't miss out. I'm done living life with the lights out, die with my own doubts. Be free with me. Let's go, let's be free with Not looking back, eyes on the freeway, Bonnie and Clyde, a classic cliche. We're on the run, this is what we waited for. Take my hand, we'll make it somehow. We can't miss out.
So I just got back from the gym, so apologies, my hair and face is a bit of a mess. That workout was so tiring, and I was thinking on the way home I didn't even do that many exercises. I was there for an hour, but I was just really tired. So going really slow and quite meticulous and making sure your technique's perfect and making sure you're squeezing will, 1, increase the time under tension, but then 2, actually mean that you're probably contracting harder, so both of those things would have made my workout quite hard. I'm really tired. I also didn't have a crazy amount of calories beforehand, but I don't know if that's an excuse. And then also beforehand I had full on nervous tummy. Sorry if that's TMI, but my stomach was not okay. And on the way there I almost turned back home because my stomach was just really bad and I had a funny taste in my mouth. I don't know. But I'm glad I did it. It was hard. I don't feel like woo. But it was good. It was done. I saw on one of Jamie Genevieve's vlogs, she's makeup, not fitness, but anyway, she said that her PT told her to use a little bit of Greek yogurt instead of mayonnaise when you make tuna. So I'm going to make a tuna salad because I've wanted tuna ever since she mentioned that. Anyway, so, and I keep on making this big salad with loads and loads of stuff in it, and I never really measure anything. I never really know how many calories it is, and it's always a really big portion because there's loads of veg and stuff in it. But still, I want to make sure that it's not 800 calories, and I think it's really healthy. So I'm going to put everything into my MyFitnessPal for that. So let's go and do that now. And this is my timer for broccoli because I'm good. And I just pressed stop on this instead of stop on my camera. try not speaking to you after my first session when I know how to talk and stuff. It's feeding time. 7:30. Oh my god. And I have my garlicky chicken, broccoli, and brown pasta. And I'm downloading an audiobook called Can't Hurt Me that my friend Lenny recommended. And I'm tired, but I'm okay. Okay, my next meal, it's only 10:20, but I'm going to eat now, is chicken thigh, broccoli, and sweet potato fries. I'm home from work. I had my first sort of very busy day of the year. I had 7 sessions. I want to get to the point where I have 8 or 9 sessions every day, because that's the best financially, but it does mean I was at work for 12 hours because of gaps and stuff in between. Anywho, so I took 3 meals to work and I weighed them all last night when I put them in their little boxes, which was really, really good. So most of my meals were really low calorie, but then I went to Starbucks at lunchtime because I had 2 hours free and I didn't just want to stay in the gym because I've been there 12 hours. So I bought a mocha, and I was really annoyed that it was £4.35 or £4.45. It was a large one, and I expected it to be between 200 and 300 calories, and then on my Fitness Pal, I mean whether it's correct or not, it said a Starbucks Grande White Mocha was 400 calories or 500 calories. I'll screenshot it. I was so annoyed because one, for that money I could have bought a pack of chicken, and for food prep and stuff. And then I just also thought wow, for the calories I would have had more calories left for this evening. But I don't necessarily enjoy coffee, so if I want to spend money on coffee, I want to have something I'm going to enjoy, and that's was the option I chose, and I think it was a bad choice. But anyway, on the way home, so it's now 7:30, which is, oh my god, it's 7:45, and I only just got home and it's really annoying, but whatever. I went into Tesco to buy hummus, and I slipped and fell and bought an oven pizza because it was on offer, so I had to look at it. And then I saw that half of a pizza, so 1 serving, was 400 calories, and if I hadn't have had that stupid mocha, that would have fit in my calories for the day. But I did have the mocha, and I also did buy the pizza, so I'm going to be 200 calories. I think I'll have had, oh shit, I don't know. No, I think it will be 1900 for the day, which isn't bad to be fair. But I wanted to stay at 1800. I need to double check this. But I don't know. I don't feel guilty yet, and I also don't feel like I'm giving up because I'm still very conscious I'm going to put it in my Fitness Pal, whereas back in the day, i.e. a couple of months ago, if I was going to do something that I knew wasn't necessarily what I wanted to do / wasn't very healthy, I would just kind of pretend it wasn't happening and not put it in my Fitness Pal and not be like, oh, it's okay, this day doesn't matter anymore. But it matters. We'll do better tomorrow. And lesson learned. Don't buy that coffee. I'm so annoyed. I am really annoyed about it. But if I hadn't had that coffee, I could have half pizza, 0 guilt. Now there's minor guilt. Sorry, I don't know what I'm saying. So this is Wednesday. Ash brought me in a meal and he weighed it out for me. And then afterwards, it was 3-ish in the afternoon. We went to this place called Dip and Flip, and Ash was convinced that it was a plant-based place. And he was right. The beef burger was all plant-based. The texture was surprisingly really, really good. Ash didn't think so, but I really liked it. I talk about what happened on Wednesday night a little bit later. This is Thursday, this is all of my food, so just taking the food prep, some bagels for lunch, and then me and Ash do tend to have eggs and something in the evening, and then I also had some all bran as well. Friday was a bagel for breakfast, and we went to Vital Ingredient for lunch, and then we had eggs for dinner, and then afterwards this was my Wheatos and strawberries, which was really fantastic. Saturday morning I made sure I had something healthy because we were going out later in the day, so we had a healthy lunch at home as well, and then we actually had burger and chips that me and Ash shared, but I did have a donut time on Saturday night, which was amazing.
Hello, it's Sunday. So the last thing I filmed I think was, well, I filmed all my food. Wednesday we didn't have any dinner and we actually went out for some leave-in drinks, but I didn't feel bad because Prosecco has 0 calories in it, so it was completely fine. But we were so hungry we went and had pizza in the middle of the night. So literally we were left Papatrons at 1 in the morning. And then we, Thursday and Friday were all good. And again, I filmed all my food. Yesterday was Saturday and we ate breakfast and lunch at home. Or was it just lunch? I don't really know. Oh yeah. But then we were out for dinner and dessert. So that was our actual cheat meal. So we've left the house to meet some friends, but so that we don't spend too much money on food or make bad choices on food, we just had a bagel thin each. Ash had his with butter. I had mine plain, which I had the other day at work and I actually quite liked it. So to finish off this video, because I'm not really sure how many workouts I've actually filmed, I want to throw in a workout. And this isn't really my idea. I've seen a couple of people do sort of recreate their first ever video or try other people's workouts essentially. So Nikki did her first workout video quite recently, and I thought I would search for glute workout and then scroll all the way back to the first ever glute workouts, and there's a few home workouts, literally 2. Then there's one that says the deadlift exercise, which is a glute exercise for men. And then this one, which is a 20-minute gym workout. So I'm gonna do that. I think it's gonna be actually really hard. When I first watched it, it's just different to what I would normally do. So it's 20 reps of everything with some treadmill in between the circuit round. I don't know what I'm going to do. I will screenshot the workout though and then put it on the screen, and I'll also link it down below, and I'll link the original video because obviously this isn't my workout, this is somebody else, so credit to her, I forgot her name. So yeah, and then also not my idea necessarily for a video, but yay, first ever glute workout on YouTube. I think the video is 9 years old, it said. So let's go. We're starting on the treadmill. Not what I want to do. So first off, sorry if the quality doesn't look great. I'm filming on a GoPro because it has such a wide field of view. So the first exercise is 20 leg presses. I pulled the camera back out here, or I cropped it in editing because this is Adam and this is Ollie thinking that he's stepping over it, and that is how wide the field of view is. Anyway, so yeah, 20 leg presses straight after you get off the treadmill, and I just found I really didn't know what weight to use, and my quads were getting tired. I hadn't really activated my glutes, whereas now I think it's a lot more common to do some glute activation work if you want to fire up your glutes. From there, it's 20 jump lunges, and I went pretty much straight into these. I again just found that my quads were burning and I couldn't feel my hamstrings or my glutes. So when I go second time round, I sort of make sure I feel it a little bit more. You then have 20 Romanian deadlifts, which I'm a huge fan of. Again, it was just, I didn't know what weight to do, but I went really, really slow, so this took almost 2 minutes to do just this exercise. So my heart rate was really, really high, and yeah, I was tired, my core was tired, so it's definitely a really good
workout. Like if you want to work hard, then I really recommend trying this. The exercise after is a squat hop, and she used a cable stack and just stacked it all the way down so that there was loads of tension on it. I use a TRX nice and high, and you're supposed to use it for balance. I couldn't really get the hang of it first time. I just felt very, very awkward. So I ended up doing sort of 10 on one side, 10 on the other side, and then a 5, and then a 5. I think even like a 2 and then a 1, like it was, I couldn't quite do it. But there's something to work on. I like it as like maybe like a finisher. Really, really cool. And then the penultimate exercise is a front squat. Again, you're doing 20 reps. I found I went probably too heavy. Like my core was just really, really tired by this point. So even though I can lift heavier for 20 reps, I didn't feel like I was in control, I suppose. So yeah, but really, really tough circuit, and I can see why actually you only do it twice, because it is quick and I was really tired by the end. And then the final thing is your 2-minute uphill walk. She wrote it down in miles per hour. I can't remember the number. But yeah, that was in kilometers per hour. So I just made sure it was a pace that I wanted to hold on, and I had to stop myself from holding on, if that makes sense. Anyway, so back to the start. So the leg press, I just went with my feet higher and wider, really focused on my glutes and tried to squeeze my glutes as much as possible, and push into my heels as much as possible as well. And then for the for the jump lunges, I reverse lunged into it. Made sure that I was going for a very wide lunge so that I'd get more hamstring and glute activation, and also made sure that most of my weight was in my front leg and in my heel as well, because that's how I find it easier to activate my glutes. So I actually quite liked this second time. The Romanian deadlifts, I just went ever so slightly heavier, so I did 10 on the first round. I just did a 12 on the second round and kept the really slow, eccentric part of the movement, but then tried to drive up a little bit faster to kind of do it faster, actually, I suppose. But yeah, so nice slow lowering down phase, and then a good old squeeze on the way up. And then this horrendous hop, which I do recommend trying if you want to add some plyometrics into your workouts, or if you want to do sort of cardio finishes after you're doing a mostly resistant training program, if that makes sense. They're really, really hard, and yeah, just hard. I really hated them, to be honest. So yeah. And then the final exercise again is the front squat, and this time I went slightly lighter. So first round I did 10s, and second round I did 8s, and I used kettlebells instead of dumbbells. And I made sure I was focusing more on squeezing my glutes at the bottom of the movement to make sure that they were activating as much as possible. I was really tired after I did this circuit twice, which was sort of the plan, and then I actually just did some yoga, so I'm not really sure whether my glutes are going to feel it tomorrow or not, but I was definitely really trying to focus on them, so hopefully I will. It was really nice to do something different, and I think I'm going to do the most viewed, like the most popular glute workout as well. I just think trying other people's workouts is a really fun thing to do. So yeah, let me know if you try my back workout at the beginning, or if you try this really quick horrible cardio workout as well. And other than that, I will see you in my next video, and thank you so much for watching. And yeah, I'll see you in my next one. Stay happy and healthy. Good luck with your Gymshark 66 or your New Year's resolutions. And other than that, I'll see you in my next one. Bye.